Hello and welcome to this video where this week I am once again out with Ollie and Jordy after photographing some owls. Now this time we have come out to hopefully photograph some long-eared owls, which I'm very excited for because I haven't seen a wild one before, so fingers crossed we're going to be able to see some. After getting to our location for the evening, we set off to try and find the owls. There were some other photographers here and they helped to give us an idea where to look, and after a while honing in on their calls we found a pair of long-eared owlets. God, they sit so still as well, don't they?
Just like lock on and just...
Little rocks. That means they're doing this.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
They're sat together, that's so sweet. Okay, so I've just come away from where we were photographing so I can chat with you all. So it took a little while, but we have found the little baby owlets, which is really cool. Now they are quite obscured still in the tree, but to be able to see them and get some photographs is just amazing, and I'm just chuffed to bits that I've been able to see them. And their eyes are just mental orange, it's just insane, so they're very sweet. And yeah, so dead chuffed that we've got to see them and got some photos and videos. It was then back to sitting and waiting to see if the owlets would move out into a more open area.
Compared to when we last come, that's been...
So we've been watching the chicks for a good few hours now, and they're very sweet, but they're not up to too much, so we've left them be and we're going on a little walk to see if hopefully we can find some of the adults that should be nearby. After trudging around for a bit, trying to find the adult long-eared owls, we admitted defeat and headed back to the owlet. Now this is where my concentration for creating this video sort of went out the window, because I got so wrapped up just being there watching the owlets and taking my photos and videos of them that I didn't actually get any clips to move the video along. So what I'm going to do is try and talk you through the rest of the day. The owlets were still where they had been before we went off on our little expedition to try and find the adults. However, there were now a lot more photographers in the area. And this plays into sort of me not doing much filming because I still get quite self-conscious around people who I don't know when I am creating these videos. We kept our distance from the owlets, and whilst I was hand holding my camera trying to get some different angles for photos and videos, one of the owlets actually took off from the tree where they were sitting and flew towards me. And this was amazing to witness. And not only that, I actually managed to capture it on camera, and I managed to get one photo that is in focus, and I am just so happy with it. Now, while the image isn't technically perfect, with a shutter speed that wasn't really high enough to freeze the action, and I was in APS-C mode to get a little bit more reach out of that lens, I did get the photo, and that is all that matters, and it will definitely be going in my best of 2025 photo book. With the owlet now on a lower branch, I moved further back and put my camera back on the tripod to get some more photos and videos of this little beastie in amongst the undergrowth. And it's gone. I don't know. Eventually it did move on to another tree. At this point, the other owlet that was in the tree started to get a bit more active, and I moved around to get a photo of it looking out through the branches. And I have to say, I am really happy with this photo. I love how it stands out amongst all the green with those bright orange eyes. At this point, the light was really dropping, so Ollie very kindly let me use his 600 f4 to get a few shots of the owlets. And I must say, that is a hell of a lens, and I can see why it is loved by a lot of wildlife photographers. How do I, Tim? We need to remortgage the house. Not only is the autofocus much faster and more precise than on my 200 to 600, having the f4 just blurs the background so much more. So we have had an amazing time here with the long-eared owlets. Now, unfortunately, the parents didn't show up, so we didn't get any photos of any of the adults. However, oh my goodness, those owlets are just amazing, and I am so happy with my images. I got one of it flying, and oh, amazing. I'm so happy with that. So that's going in my best of 25 book, that's for sure. Dead chuffed. And then Ollie also lent me his 600 f4, which again, just amazing. And thank you once again to Ollie and Jordy for continuing to invite me out on these little trips with them. It's really kind of you guys to let me tag along. And if you are interested in any of their work, I have left links to both of their Instagrams in the description for you to go and check out. But that is it from me for this video, and I shall see you in the next one.